We are back and we are live once again. Thank you. This is Tank Talks TV 1, and we are coming to you live with this again. So let's check this out. So I want to jump right into this. Okay, jump right into it. And then we'll start to discuss. Check this out.
There's no separation between the White House and the Department of Justice. These people do not believe in checks and balances. I'll say it again. I want MAGA to be completely decimated in November. I want them to lose the House. I want them to lose the Senate. And all you punk asses out there, let me be real clear, especially some of you loud ass folk who proclaim to be FBA, oh man, he or she book dancing for the Democrats. All y'all can go for themselves. Because let me be real clear. I know what these.
By the way, this class act over here, fresh from the food stamps office, like to say, of course, she's giggling because this is the best that she can do and whatnot. So I suppose.
Fair use. This is, I want to say, shout out to if you have not seen this channel. I know I'm taking y'all down a lot of rabbit holes of being, just updating you. This is the Black Authority. I just actually encountered him through I was watching some Nasheed stuff and I bumped to his page too, and I think they kind of connected. I don't know, but listen, this not only is his voice like radio classified ready, but this man is, when I say commentary, he definitely bigs in the beat of giving the commentary. So in short, I think I went over this before. Roland, I have been a fan of Roland before. I have said this before. I have, definitely went through that. And not saying a fan, but I listened to Roland because I thought, okay, listen, this is the part of that we're learning to unlearn some of our behaviors as we go along. And I'm learning with you, my God, today. But Roland recently said a lot of different things about FBA and things like that. And I was thinking, I was like, wow, like, Roland has always been like, I thought he was like pro black, pro this, and understood our plights and things like that. But when you start to dig down deep through the bull and this, that they always cover our eyes with something. And we're gonna let the Black Authority, shout out to this brother. He is very dynamic. Hope you enjoy his voice much as I do. He is definitely like should be like a commentator or radio host or something. I don't know. I gotta go check him out. He might be, but yeah, we're gonna check him out. I'm gonna cover like this. And then we kind of go into it. Let me make sure. Hold on. Make sure I cut this at. Yeah, we're gonna do overlay. We don't want to get copyright. So let's check out what the Black Authority definitely in leadership had to say.
This is the grin she gives in child support court. What? I can only imagine.
It's my Reese, y'all.
So as you all can tell, Roland is especially perturbed and aggravated and gotten extra
usually very angry.
So when his estrogen kicks in, you all know when his estrogen kicks in, he starts cussing. So Jesus. The hood rat starts smiling and Roland starts cursing, and just the estrogen in the room is just basically clocked off the scales is what happens in a moment like this.
People are trying to do. And you damn right. I want them to lose the Senate race in Michigan. We're going to play my interview with one of the candidates. I want them to lose in Alaska. I want them to lose in Maine. I want them to lose in Georgia. I want them to lose in North Carolina. I want them to lose in Texas. I want them to lose in Florida. I don't care.
Okay, here's the issue, my buck-eyed friend. Not friend. Lose to who? Because that's always been the fundamental question. You want the Republicans to lose. That's what you say because you're on the payroll. Well, we have all been saying the same thing. Wait a minute. The Republicans lose to whom?
Right.
Because if you're the head cheerleader, and imagine Roland Martin wearing a cheerleading outfit.
Oh my.
With his pom-poms. For a team that is different than the Republicans, except for one thing, they'll actually pay you. The only difference between the Democrats and Republicans is they'll actually...
Now remember, I was said on a previous video earlier, in something in one of my videos, go back and check any one of them out. You definitely gonna get your flavor of desire today with this. I said earlier that you have to be aware because see, we do have, we do have sellouts. You know, sellouts are everywhere. And my feelings, honestly, my feelings have been kind of hurt because to hear some of the things that I've been hearing and how Roland really thinks, and you dominate my God, I'm really shocked, you know. So yeah, this is crazy, but of course I'm gonna let the Black Authority take effect.
Pay you, Roland. The Democrats will actually pay you something, and the Republicans won't pay you anything. Well, that's not a difference.
Yeah.
So when you say you want MAGA to lose, lose to what? Democrat MAGA? Well, they pay me. Okay, well, that's not a benefit. So the Republicans would lose to whom? The white supremacists and the Republicans will lose to the white supremacists and the Democrats? Okay. Well, they pay me. Yeah, there's a reason you can't give very much support for that.
Yeah, and then what gets me is this. I'm in shock because my thing is, like, hey, Roland, like you would definitely kind of see and understand, like, that the Democrats aren't any better, and you would lean into that. So for you to continue to have this fight against a large group of foundational Black Americans, which we are the vote, sharp, you know, and for you to be you dumb, ignorant, loud, mother, nigger, like it sounds like you're a tetherer now, like, you know. And I said on one of my videos before about Roland, like Roland, this is not the way to go because you really had the ear of the people. And now I see some of your same people that watched you for years and covered your content is coming out calling you, you know, Poppy Roly Doe, you know, Fruity Loop, you know, whatever, you know, and it's sad because you know your beady-eyed ass know better. You really do. And if it's anyway close to true of what these people are saying that you have doing right now, Roland, this is not going to pay off well, my brother. This is not going to pay off well, and I will say this also, Reese. I like Reese. Okay, so listen, the Black Authority definitely go have his opinion about Reese. Y'all see Reese. Reese is the girl right here at the end at the block. Lacey said she had just left the food stamp office. I have nothing to do with it, but she does look a little scared. But you know, yeah, man, let's go.
Because what these people are doing, they want to destroy any and everything in Black America. Again, all y'all FBA, B1, ADOS folks, it don't matter. There is not a single Black attorney who is representing a family who has been the victim of police violence, who has any faith that this Department of Justice will intercede and prosecute them on civil rights violations.
Okay, and there is no Black family that has been able to get the Democrats to intercede on their behalf either.
Right. So exactly. So my thing is this, Roland. Okay. So what the fuck are we voting for? What are we doing? What's the plan? Okay. You sit your roller poly ass up here and you pointing your finger and you shaking your finger. You loud Negroes. You need to watch your mouth towards the man because you need to vote Democrat. They have always been here. So clearly you sound like you're paid because you doesn't sound like you're not hearing the ear of the people. And if the grassroots at the if the ground is saying, "Hey, Roland, something is wrong," this and that, and you're tell us that we're loud, overbearing, ask for too much, don't need nothing else, ass Negroes, and then you tell us y'all need to vote this way. You know, Roland. You know, Roland. Roland. Hey, brother. That this ain't your right fight for you, brother. You need to choose safer things to do. And that's why I'm glad that Dr. Black Authority and Dr. Tariq Nasheed is starting to come together to gather you, not you without unless well, you I ain't gonna say it. Shut up.
As a matter of fact, we have been able to get the Democrats that Roland is eternally, perpetually stomping for and advocating for because they pay him. He doesn't care about Black people or Black families or what happens to them. As long as whoever gives him a paycheck, that's what he wants. When he heard cut the check, he thought we were just talking about just him. The Democrats have been the biggest cheerleaders against Black people. Folks who have been hurt not just by police, but any random white person. Trayvon Martin, Eric Holder bragged that they wouldn't be taking action against George Zimmerman. Daniel Pentaglio, Eric Garner, um, Walter Scott. We can go down the list.
Yes.
Geronimo Yanez.
Yes.
No. The Democrats have proudly done exactly the same thing. We have not had any friends of the Justice.
And when you hear this, right? This how I'm just at this point where it's like, I get what we all trying to do, but the Democrat Party, y'all are so. I said the same thing the other day. They have used they has used our community like a nut rag, and they have just like tossed us in and out like a crusty sock in and out under the bed that your mama find. And they are no different because when the black authorities started going through some of the cases, and I realized that most of the cases were under Obama, a few under Trump, but a lot of them was under Obama and Biden. And a lot of these people didn't really get the prosecution and things they needed, and these are cases that that needed to have a lot of attention, and they needed to get justice. And then for Roland to be sitting up here knowing this shit, he know what's going on, and this is why people are saying this. And if you want to understand why people are saying that Roland is starting to become roly poly paid, brother, this is why.
Department, as at the Democrats' Justice Department, at the state level or the federal level or the state level, they've been enemies all the way around. And I brought visual aids here tonight, just a couple of them, to be totally honest. Couldn't go very, very far with that. Hey folks, how many of y'all remember this? Yeah, these are the Democrats that Roland says that are there black lawyers to support. Black lawyers don't have any support in the Republican Department of Justice. Well, this is what happened with the Democrat Department of Justice. This is what happened with them.
You see this? Do you see?
Remember?
Do you see this? What does it say? It says the grand jury declines. Do you see what I'm saying? To indict Carolyn Bryant Dunham, the woman whose accusations led to the unaliving of Emmett Till. So if you don't remember this story, she was a woman. Of course, she remembers the Emmett Till story. If you don't know who Emmett Till is, and you might be a teller or you just can't read or whatever. But all of us know who Emmett Till is here in America. So with this, the lady literally lied. Okay, now this is not the only thing. This boy passed on behalf of White Lies Tears. A white woman said, "Oh my God," which they try to utilize these days because I'm going to call the police because they feel like the police is there to protect them and only them at times. And you see, when this happened, this was such a cruel thing. If you have never seen the case and see how they did Emmett Till's body, and do you realize the woman still was living in the recent last couple of years? And so what he's saying is, for her to still be alive, a lot of black people we marched and we made racket because to realize that she did lie, and we all knew that, she needed to have been charged. I don't give a damn if she was 89, 92, 115. She needed to end her life in there because if it was somebody black, they had did this to a white woman. You see what I'm saying? Those cases, they always seem to find their way to the front desk the next week, and I don't know how we got to wait months for something else that we should have to wait that fucking long for.
You had your female Twitterer who went to go finally become the attorney in the Civil Rights Division. And we all saw what she did, standing right next to Merrick Garland. Why she proudly proclaimed that they would not be taking action against Carolyn Bryant. She proudly proclaimed that they wouldn't be doing anything to Carolyn Bryant. After all those years of finally tracking her down, Kirsten Clark proudly proclaimed, by the way, where's Kirsten Clark's people from? Never mind. She proudly proclaimed that they would not be taking action against the mother of white supremacy, Carolyn Bryant. And not just her, why at the local level, even the Mississippi District Attorney, Dwayne Richardson.
Let's bring him up.
Why he said, no, can't do nothing here. Yeah.
And see, this is the problem that I have with you thimble-kneed Democrats that are in the office and in leadership. You are more worthless. I swear to you, you are more worthless. I mean, you know what? Chicken grease that's 3 days old is more profitable and more worthy than half of y'all up in that office. Now we could have a conversation about the Republican Party, but right now we're gonna talk about the Democrats because these are the ones that fucking up the church's money. So yes, I am in full agreement that all these ignorant bitches need to be getting checked in line, because see, if you're going to be a paid informant and paid for your vote and paid for you to make us shut up and pay, we don't need you. Okay, we're preparing to vote y'all asses the hell out. Mississippi stand up tall, stand up proud, and we're gonna be making more positive decisions. Check out what he's saying about this motherfucker.
Y'all heard the phrase, a prosecutor can get a grand jury to indict a ham sandwich, and yet Dwayne here couldn't get a grand jury to indict the mother of white supremacy. Well, yeah, grand juries only fail if the district attorney does not want to indict the person.
Right.
Now, we all know that's what happens. A grand jury only fails if the district attorney or the prosecuting attorney does not want to indict.
Right.
So what do you know? The Mississippi attorney didn't want to indict, and then the federal attorneys at the Department of Justice didn't want to indict. But Roland is telling all of us that these are our heroes here, and that the real problem is there's no attorneys of any black person harmed by the police. Notice he didn't say random white vote. By the police. Well, no attorney has any faith in the Republican Department of Justice.
No.
Yeah, they also don't have any faith in the Democrat one either.
I don't know. No fact.
Need more proof?
No.
You know that they actually work against you? Because you can talk about Donald Trump and Breonna Taylor all you want to. The feds didn't do anything about Breonna Taylor. The feds did not.
No, and if you realize, you don't remember about the Breonna Taylor case, it's just so Sandra Bland. It's so many cases. The man that took down the baby and he got to walk away in Florida. So many cases. So I want to know this as well. Thank you to the Black Authority, and I thank you again to all the FBA men out there who are helping lead the charge, and we don't have a leader. We're a collective legacy who our brains sent like just in some way out the blue cinched together in a way. Some of us are kind of linked off, but eventually once a lot of us move a certain way, majority of us go that way. But you're still going to have those leftover people that Harriet Tubman had to take care of. But it gets me that we didn't get justice in a lot of these cases that this man is saying. And I think this is why it's good for us as a people to open our eyes, even to the Democrat Party, because if we're not understanding that, if Roland Martin, okay, that I was a fan of his too. If he can get up and y'all can shut there, y'all can't just do what I said and vote and you know I said that and you know what and then punch his finger in his beady eyes at us and look down and say, well, you need to have it because you need to about that. No, bitch, no. No. See. What y'all fucked up at was this past time. The internet showed the foundational Black Americans one thing, my brother. And if it didn't show us anything else, it showed us how treacherous you all are, and how lowball y'all are. Because see, when these Somalians and everybody else came in and they found this fraud and things like that, this was our Democrat states, okay? And y'all Democrats are telling me that you are giving these people new cars, free colleges, living assistance, free months of rent, giving them key, and you telling me that the people that you are tricking us. So you are tricking us into voting, and people saying, "Well, we gonna do it when the vote come in, and we gonna make a change." No. You do the same thing the rest of them do, and this is why we are packing y'all asses up with Roland Polley to go.
Not lead the charge on Breonna Taylor. So let's not come up with that lie. He's going to try to bring that up in a few moments. Joe Biden, the Democrats, and the feds, they were quiet as hell. They didn't have any march-ins, sit-ins, demonstrations. Elijah Cummings, they were not stomping for Breonna Taylor. We were out here at the grassroots. Roland Martin wasn't. We were over here in B1 society. Right. BLT society over there was dead quiet about it. But you know what the Joe Biden Democrat Department of Injustice did? Why they were trying to make life easier for the killers of Ahmaud Arbery.
Check this.
They were trying to make their lives easier.
The more you know.
Hey, why don't we get you out of that state prison and bring you to a nice.
The more you know, federal judge. Look at this. Listen, this is Democrat shit. Republicans, this ain't got to do with you. Federal judge rejects plea deal on a hate crime charges against Ahmaud Arbery's unaliver. over sentencing concerns. Do you see? It seems to me it got to be sad. I pray for the mothers and the sisters and the families of these of our people that continuously lose their lives, and when they we have a Democrat president and that controls the House, that controls the Senate, and he has the executive, and then he still don't get shit did for the people, and we're the main ones voting. No, 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 no. This time it will come with a price, or you will just pay on your own. No, 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 no. I don't blame anything for these folks are saying. The more you know, the more you know.
Federal resort prison. Why don't we do that? And oh yeah, without consulting Ahmaud Arbery's family, they went to go do this behind their backs.
Huh? Wow.
Wow, we don't have to consult your family at all. Let's get them out of that state prison and put them in a nice, cushy Ghislaine Maxwell Federal Country Club prison. Let's
And seriously, did you know that? Honestly, did you know that? You can leave me in a comment. Did you know that? Right? See, us Democrats, the more you know, the more you damn know.
do that instead. And don't say anything to the family. The family, of course, stayed on top of it. And when this hearing came up, they were there and present, but not because the Democrats' Department of Justice let them know. Mm-hmm. The Democrat Department of Justice tried to do this behind their backs.
My.
But Roland's going to tell.
And this is why when don't get me wrong, I still wish, I promise you, even though our great president, great value president, Donald Dwayne, Lee Wayne, Johnny, Junebug, Unfound Epstein Files, Lauren Loomer, Sugar Daddy Trump. I hate he won. But I was for Kamala Harris. I was all for yeah, And then I went to just digging deep and things like that. And if we can go back, I still vote for her. I wouldn't vote for Jill Stein because Jill Stein, she ain't her either. But this time around, we need to have more of a voice because Kamala Harris, she went for the people anyway, and I get it, you know what I'm saying, the lesser of the two evils, but at the same time, we could at least have try to do something. But we already know Trump with this project 2025, we already know his plan, okay, and what's going on. Shout out to all the Cubans in Miami. Anyway, so let's go.
That we have full faith in the Democrats, we have full faith in them. Nobody got faith in these Republicans. No attorneys got no faith in the Republicans. Okay, but the Democrats are the good guys.
Right. Yeah.
And by the way, speaking about how much the Democrats love black folk here, by the way, how much the Democrats love white supremacists. People understand we did not bring receipts. We brought invoices. We don't tell your big chubby ass what you paid. We tell you what you owe. Uber Eats. If you all remember, the Democrats, both in the House and the Senate, got together to honor white supremacist demagogue Charlie Kirk.
The more you know, the more you know, the more you know. So these are things that if you didn't know, we're going to look at it again today. This is the shit we're talking about. 95 Democrats vote to honor the far-right activist Charlie Kirk at the House resolution. Isn't that something, right? These are the Democrats. This is what our brother is talking about, and I don't get it. Let's go.
Oh yeah, and that one they did behind our backs too.
My God.
Yeah, tell me that there's where's the difference between the Democrats and MAGA, except that the Democrats are willing to flick a few crumbs off the table to the boot-licking Subway sandwich gobbling shill known as Roland the Bowling Ball Martin. Notice he's not going to bring up any of these things right here that highlight the Democrats as the mortal enemies of our people.
There you go.
These are MAGA moves the Democrats do.
Yeah.
What's the difference between the Democrats and MAGA here? They are both birds of a feather.
And they flock together.
And Roland's just sitting up here cursing and screaming.
Yeah, like help your cuss. And then you all say, beat the ass, point the finger. You lazy loud Negroes need to. I mean, when I have never seen the movie Django, baby, when I say he pulled some save my mouth type of stuff, my God, today. No, Roland. No.
That somehow the Republicans are the real problem. No, they're both enemies.
Right.
They're both devils. And you are a big fat lion rump to sit up here and try to deceive people into thinking there's a dime's bit of difference between the two. And by the way, as you all know, we've been doing this now going on decades. We could roll off the receipts against them the whole time. The Obama administration didn't federally prosecute anyone except maybe Dylan Roof and left.
Okay, check this. Is this something that you knew? Okay. Now listen, I would never say anything bad about Obama. I love him. I think he was a great president. I think he was very classy, well held, well spoken. But two things can all be true at the same time, and I'll say the same thing. Obama didn't do anything really for black people. Now, the guy did get up there. The House, they said they would never vote for anything that they was going to do anyway. But however, if you had the House, Obama had the House and the Senate one time, and we still didn't get justice, and we still didn't get other shit did, you know. So it's about us trying to hold people feet to the fire because this is getting ridiculous.
Everybody else on the table. All the rest of them that folk hit the streets for, they just let them go. Yeah, those are MAGA moves from Obama and Joe Biden and the Democrat Party. So why is Roland so upset? Oh, because we getting in the way of that little old $5 he gets from them. That's the difference. His only motivation is, hey, y'all messing up the bag for me. That's his only concern.
This is a problem, Roland. See, and I wish it wouldn't be like this with Roland, but hey, you know, over time things changes, things happen. I was definitely a fan of Roland, but hey, things change, things happen, and you know, when you bug around and find out, you bug around and find out. So that's the Black Authority. You want to go check out that video of the Black Authority. Man, he is a dynamic speaker. And I sit there and I just smile at because a lot of shit that he says is true, you know, and these are things that we should be looking at. So this right here, as you can see, I made a piece of this, the cover photo. This is Dr. Tariq Nasheed, and I'm telling y'all, my him and the Black Authority should have like a full freaking podcast. And we're gonna review this part right here, fair use, fair use, fair use, and we're gonna see what Dr. Nasheed had to say about Roland too.
Check, no vote. Y'all take care. And somebody get my man a tissue. He need a tissue.
This guy right here,
so
this guy right here, he actually interrupted the thing where Kamala Harris was at, and he pretty much got there and stated his fact of y'all Democrats are playing with us in our face. And so it's like, if what, no tangibles, no change, no vote. Don't look for us to come say the 2028 election, and you know, y'all can run off in the wind and still don't do shit, and then bring in more immigrants. No,
I saw that, and a couple of people actually posted that on their Instagram accounts, and I've asked a very basic question: how do you get a tangible before the election? You don't.
Roland, the same damn way that you all bring in all of these immigrants over the border and you give them housing for free, you give them cars, you give them anything they want, and then on top of it, you tell us as taxpayers that we have to pay for it, right? So it's the same process, okay, that you give them without it being election time, right? Yeah. And then on top of it, they technically, you know what I'm saying, they're immigrants. And we are American citizens. So yes, this is the damn problem. What you mean tangible? Listen, ain't you getting paid? Mm-hmm. No, right. What the hell? Okay, please tell me what the hell is the Democratic Party actually doing for black people? What is the change? Because when you look at stuff, they are the same. So no, tangibles are needed.
You get a promise. Someone can say, this is what I'm going to advocate for if you elect me. Okay. So let's just say
we've did that 1,000 times, Roland.
Someone running for a House seat says that I'm going to advocate for you for that reparations check. Got it. What then happens if that person running is a Democrat? Because I would see one Republican who supports reparations. What happens if that person loses who's advancing the issue. Now let me flip it. What happened if that person in your congressional race wins, but nationally Democrats don't win another 217?
Roland, you in this word babble trying to twist around. I know you are a very smart, intelligent man, but let me tell you something. At this point, sometimes I think your ego and your attitude, not only your weight, make you think that you're the biggest and you the smartest of our community, and you just know so much. You are very well informed. You are very knowledgeable of history. I gotta give you that. But bitch, you are not the smartest, and you're not the only one that knows anything about our country. Okay. And you are not the only one that can understand and calculate a plan and figure out how things work, because clearly you've been doing this for a very long time. And now that we all kind of seeing the truth, we know something is up with you. And those things are action. Are you roly poly paid?
Seats. That means that Republicans are in control of the U.S. House. Your bill will not even get to the floor. Okay. Let's say your
Mr. Kiko.
Tariq, what up, though?
Hey, Kiko, how you doing, fam?
Chilling.
This is we're gonna go into this is going to be Tariq's reply on his response to the same thing a little bit. So this has been happening. If you're just not catching up, welcome.
This nigga look like a decrepit youth pastor.
You haven't been catching up on what's been going on. Roland Martin has been under a firestorm from FBA and just black community in general here in America, because not saying that he's a paid informant, but people are tired of the grift rather, and they're tired of them, some people, being under the influence of money, and Roland has been lately popping his finger off and telling, foundational black Americans, people who actually built this country and were never paid like everyone else was, which I think still should happen because it might release the curse off of America. And we know that we can do this. Okay. So he's mad because we're waking up to the bullshit that the Democratic Party has always pulled, and some of the justice that were never served. And he's pulling all these facts out and give us more understanding of what the hell has been going on. So let's check out what Tariq got to say.
Hair looking like ceiling fan dust, face ass out of here.
Oh my! I love Tariq. Talking
about black folk. You done heard, if you done been following, multiple Africans get up here talking about, I'm not black.
Right.
All on TikTok and all on Twitter and everywhere else. I'm not black. So come on, dog. You over here playing games. He a shield or something going on with that dude for real.
Real talk, my man. I appreciate you, brother. And take them damn orthopedic red bottoms off.
Oh my God.
All right, bro. All right, bro.
I love him so funny. He is funny.
That nigga said my hair look like ceiling fan dust.
My God.
Fuck you, nigga. To that Al Sharpton joint,
okay, let's go.
And put them on blast. Went up there and fronted everybody off and let them know y'all old as hell and y'all ain't really speaking to the youth. And if you don't give
now, before we get into his last part, this is Tariq going over. I showed you a minute ago in the beginning. The guy that went up there, I can't think of his name, but he went up there and Kamala Harris was up with, because she's thinking about considering running for president again. I don't know why the hell, because I ain't gonna play as neither again. So let's get into what Dr. Tariq Nasheed is putting his input in on Roland and the whole entire situation.
Give us no reparations, no vote, no tangibles, no vote, and boy, that put them on Front Street. Boy, they've been scrambling. Sharpton, he was forced to address it on his podcast. Roland and all of them are forced to address that. I love that energy. It's pull-up time. That's the new energy now. It's like when they came out here with the bullshit, I showed up there. I was there waiting. I'm waiting to see what they're going to talk about. They went in there, they're talking about how we need to be listening to transgenders. I'm like, oh my goodness.
And I'll say this again. I said this earlier. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again. Listen, me being a part of the LGBTQ plus community, my God, today, I, myself, Tank Talks, TV1, Tank, I am not offended by anything this man is saying, because he does have a very, very valid point. Because I don't think people really see the discord in it. But no matter what, they can say this, gay, this, and that. But even though I might be black and gay, everything is, if I'm not white, okay, these things still don't apply to me sometimes, even being gay, okay? certain benefits or certain microaggressions and racism still apply to me just because I'm black. It starts there. Okay.
But our brother Melrose Mike was like, hey, listen, no tangibles, no vote. If y'all not going to break bread, we need reparations in the form of a check. It's going to be a
Right.
check first. All that truth and reconciliation, that's fine later on, but let's get this check popping first. So now the Democrats, because this has put them on blast, the DNC has been sending talking points on how to clean this up because this is going to be the new norm. People are going to be showing up to all of their events, all of these Democrat shield events. The grassroots is going to be showing up, asking questions and making statements. So it's going to be a new vibe out here. So now they're trying to get their talking points together. And Roland was splaining. You know, he was doing the same old, y'all too dumb to understand how politics work. He was on this old. He said, so this man went up there talking about tangibles. Now, how you gonna get that without voting? You gotta vote first.
Ah,
How you gonna vote? Y'all don't understand politics.
ah,
See, that's the problem. Y'all y'all got loud mouths, but you don't understand politics.
ah.
So Roland went.
Hey, you see this? Do you see this? Right. So, while we're sitting here, I want to tell you this. Okay. Um, wh- as though we know that they talking about, oh, we need tangibles and we gotta have this, we gotta do this, we gotta do that, we got this and that, right. Okay, right. Okay, fine. So I asked the computer, okay, how much have we spent on the ongoing battle over um in Iran, right? So let's have a look. See. Let's see what it says. Okay. Let's see what it says. Let's see what it says. You, if you don't know that us being in an all out war does cost, right? It says as of April 2026, the U.S. military engagement against Iran, referred to as the Operation Epic Fury, and involving joint strikes with Israel the beginning of February 28th, 2026. The average cost is 28 billion to over 60 billion so far. Well, hold on, with a daily expenditure of $1 billion. Okay, guess what? We're still in the damn war, right? According to this very reports, yeah, so whatever. So you telling me we're spending this much a day, okay? And we know that this whole thing with Iran is far from over. Okay, I don't care what Trump say, but until he turned the straight of her muse back from gay and turn it back straight like Andrew Carwell, but not Andrew Carwell because we know he just still didn't get delivered. We got to fix this. Okay, look at that. So let's go to this. So you see all that money right there, right? Let's see all this money. So you're telling me after you had a group of people that that your forefathers and your ancestors enslaved for a long time, you paid everyone back and this and that, and you still didn't pay back the fees of what you owe these people, right, or the children, right? So I asked computer, well, give me like an idea of how much reparations would probably cost, because I would like to know this, right? I want to know how much it would probably cost because clearly it must be damn well because now it's really like 43 million 43 Foundation of Black Americans. So you telling me that they wouldn't give us all of this, right? So they said the average cost for reparations for Black Americans, often calculated approximately for 40 to 43 million Americans, actually a foundation of Black Americans, because what we have done is, thank God this has changed. It used to say it was 100 to 150 Black Americans, but now that we know that Africans and these Haitians and our melanated cousins, they have nothing to do with this. And now that we see through Google, the number has changed that the people know too. So our cousins or whatever keep on saying, no, you don't know what they do. You don't know if we are Americans. No. Even Google will tell you that y'all ain't Americans. Okay. It says it's only 43 million of us. Okay. Do you see? Do you see? So no, fuck you. So it says worldly wide, depending on the mythology of the scope, ranging from 860 billion to 14 trillion, and there would pay off, whatever it all of us off, every one of us, right? We don't know how it would go through. Even if they didn't give us they can do probably 7 trillion. You know what I'm saying? But it need to be something. So we can, and it's not. I've heard different phone calls of what are you going to do with Tariq? Um, we don't. What does it got to do with y'all? You know, what is it? Is it old or not? It is, and you can't say just get over it because who's the fuck gonna get over that you unalived before all our ancestors and all our leaders? Who want to get over that? You think this generation finna get over that? Girl, we will never shut up. You think we came from the 80s and the 70s, honey. We sure ain't gonna shut up. That right there, they got tired. Us, it's our turn. Okay. So no, this is a problem that we're having. Now we can't be doing that. And Roland, I just really wish that you would not be on this bull, man, because man, you have started a real deal ruckus out here in these streets. Real deal ruckus. And this is why Uncle Tariq out here with this whole thing right here.
Went on this whole thing where you gotta vote for us first, then ask for tangibles. How we gonna get reparations when the Republicans are running the House? Yeah, they ain't gonna go for it. So how we gonna get tangibles if the Senate and there's a bunch of Republicans on the Senate? His whole argument was basically deflecting to the Republicans. They want to do it. The Democrats want to do it, but the Republicans are going to stop them. That whole jive ass argument. See, that's going to be their talking point, family. Don't let them get away with that. Sharpton was kind of saying the same thing. How you going to ask for tangible reparations and you don't vote? You got to vote. Who going to give it to you? You ain't going to give it to yourself. Republican ain't going to give it.
But I tell you, this man sound just like that motherfucker. I love Tariq. Tariq to be a comedian, man. This shit funny.
Tell you who you going to get it from. The Democrats. You got to put us in office. Don't let them run that con game,
Please
family.
don't, y'all. Please don't.
Don't let them run that.
No. Okay. No,
that whole, well, the Republicans control the House.
No.
Listen.
No.
You can't demand loyalty without deliverables.
My
the
God.
Democrats, they try to flip the order of operations. See, they want Black Americans to vote first and then negotiate later.
And that the hell is not going to happen anymore. Because every time for years and years, that over 100, you promise this, you promise that, and you still never do it. Vote for me, and nothing gets done.
But history has shown, ladies and gentlemen, that later never comes. When it's us.
My God.
Listen, reparations, that's not a reward for loyalty. That's a debt owed. You don't pay a debt only after the creditor proves loyalty to you. That's backwards.
It's very much backwards.
The tangible action is what earns continued political support. And that whole, well, the Republicans won't vote for it argument, that's a hustle, dude. See, Roland up here talking about the Republicans, that's a misdirection tactic. Nobody's asking Republicans for reparations right now. We're addressing the party that claims to be our ally. The party that receives 85 to 90% of the damn Black vote. That's who we're asking and demanding to stomp for. If Democrats know Republicans are not going to support it, that makes it more urgent for the Democrats to use their power when they have it, which they repeatedly failed to do.
All the time.
You understand? The Democrats have had full power. Don't let them run this game. They, under Obama, for a couple of years, they controlled the House, the Senate, and everything, and the White House, everything.
Yeah, I did.
And under Biden.
Yeah, true.
They control the House, the Senate, the White House, everything under Biden.
See, all true. I mean, and the man ain't lying. The man is not lying. Listen. I'm for where the truth is at. My feelings ain't really hurt no more because like Trump is in office, and baby, and this with the administration that we have in charge right now, you gotta have some strong ass feelings and have some emotions that you gotta put to the side and leave with fact and call it a day. The Republicans definitely are doing it. So definitely Candace Owens, and definitely the Democrats. Democrats. I am just so disappointed, and I know y'all are ignorant, but man, oh man, it is some cleaning up to do. And no, you will not use as Roland. I'm praying for you that you would come out and apologize to the people or something because you clearly have ruined and you stepped on the wrong feet, brother. Okay, if your people are from Haiti or wherever they come from, I might understand that, but why would you say something so horrible to your people? Like, do you know who watches you? The same people you just pointed your finger to and said, "You loud nigga," and you got to act. That same people, those people are mean. Yeah, that person is mean. I watch you. I support you. I go to. Oh yeah, like that's me. And now guess what? Nah, I'm good. Because I thought you would know better. I thought you would. But again, once again, another one. Kicks the dust. So yeah, there you go. That's your news. Go check out Dr. Tariq or the Black Authority Effect. As you seen, man, there's some great orators as you can see. You would definitely will get your taste of knowledge and update for the Democratic Party on our side. All right, check it out.